A DDoS attack, or distributed denial of service attack, aims to make a target on the internet, like a website, unavailable to its users by overwhelming the server with bogus traffic. By sending a lot of internet traffic from sources all over the world, it can no longer serve the requests from legitimate users, rendering the service useless. Today, DDoS attacks are still a threat and cost organizations tons of money and resources. Huge botnets like Mirai and high-profile targets like Amazon Web Services, Google, GitHub have only attracted more attention to the topic in recent years.
Historically, organizations have dealt with DDoS attacks on their own using on-site mitigation strategies or by outsourcing their DDoS mitigation to a scrubbing service. The downside to this approach is that organizations are left with a narrow view of the DDoS landscape in their sector and have no way to learn from the knowledge in other organizations. In Concordia, we developed the DDoS Clearinghouse, a platform that enables organizations to share DDoS information in so-called anti-DDoS coalitions. Key characteristics of DDoS attacks are summarized and shared with other organizations in the coalition. Doing so broadens the organization's view of the DDoS landscape to an ecosystem-wide one.
The DDoS Clearinghouse is a collection of open source software components built around the DDoS dissector. The dissector analyzes DDoS traffic in the form of PCAPs or netflow dumps and summarizes the attack's characteristics in a JSON file called the fingerprint. DDoS fingerprint includes information like the IP protocols, ports, and source IP addresses used in the attack. And an organization generates a fingerprint and uploads it to a central database called the DDoS DB. And in this database, fingerprints from all organizations are stored and can be queried. And we're currently working on providing trend analysis and aggregate statistics in DDoS DB. We also provide an interface to use MISP as a database for fingerprints.
The DDoS Clearinghouse was developed in a software and demo-driven way, which means that we have set periodic goals that we work towards and also use those goals to evaluate our progress. In the process of developing the system, we also noticed that it's not only about the technical issue, but also legal and organizational aspects. They play a large role in the DDoS defense. We have noticed that especially when piloting a system in a production environment, and many of the involved parties, they have to assign data sharing agreements, and this implies in making changes in the production workflows of the participation organizations. As of now, there are 6 organizations participating in the pilot in the Netherlands with over 200 DDoS fingerprints uploaded to DDoS DB. We are also working towards making the DDoS Clearinghouse a production level service, and we'll publish a cookbook with all the information and all our lessons learned to help organizations to set up their own anti-DDoS coalitions.